Leo, welcome to your weekly tarot reading for December 1. Your monthly readings are also out, so feel free to check that out on the channel. And if you want a personal reading with me, my Etsy shop is linked below the video. Leo. Okay, the heart is quite active. The heart is charged up. Feel like you've got something on your mind, something you want to communicate. There could be a past wound that maybe is reopened. At the time of the Gemini full moon, we do have a full moon in Gemini this week, which intensifies things for a couple of days. No matter where the moon is or what the sign is in, the full moon always intensifies things. It puts a spotlight. So where in your chart does Gemini fall? I feel like you're able to take action based on a past wound. It's like, wait, something is drawing my attention to this wound again. Some of you could be hearing from an ex, you could be hearing from somebody from the past, and it feels quite urgent, like it's almost alarming, where you get that feel. It's like a burst of adrenaline, right? Because the wound is still vulnerable, it's still open, it's still fresh. And so you hear, I don't know, it feels like you hear from someone and it triggers an old wound. It reopens that wound possibly. But I feel like your heart is being jump-started, actually. Just the imagery of these two rushing toward the heart. He's going to come in with his lightning, and that sword will conduct the lightning to give a pulse. And then the Knight of Wands comes through with a more thorough, long-lasting flame. So I see the Sacred Heart. I see the Sacred Heart. And your spiritual self is guiding you through this. I'm actually seeing beautiful craft. I'm seeing jewelry, I'm seeing clothing, embroidery, beadwork with a big red heart. So a lot of you, it could be the Sacred Heart image. It could be the Three of Swords that you're working with. But there is something that is actually glittery and red, and I see a lot of you working with that heart image. Maybe you're, my stomach is rumbling, sorry if you can hear it, adorning your body with this image that is so powerful, like jewelry that is almost violent and garish looking. It's like just a big red heart with, I don't know, sequins or beadwork or something like that. But something that has been long silent, I feel, is activated this week. Like an antenna. You've got the antenna to conduct the electricity, and it's right into your heart. So I don't know if some of you have been feeling a bit uninspired maybe, or a bit dull, maybe a bit heartbroken. But I think this is where your inspiration comes back. For a lot of you, there is a test where you are going to hear from someone who maybe did hurt you before, and there's, it's different for everyone. I mean, how do we navigate forward? Do I trust you? Do I give you a second chance? Because the Knight of Wands, I feel like it kind of shocks you. It's like you get that burst of adrenaline, and that's not really the place where you want to make a decision, but sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to make a decision from that place. I'm seeing relocation. I'm seeing a change of residence for some of you. Could be traveling, could be moving. So there's plans for movement. There's a new house. I see busyness. I see a big week where there is a lot expected of you, a lot of errands, a lot of running around. Knight of Swords, a lot of messaging. But I feel like you're seen and heard. If you are communicating, wow, activation. Yes, big, big activation week for you, Leo. Shoot, what was I just saying? Oh, if you're communicating about your heart, or you're sharing your feelings, or this is kind of lingering on my mind, or I can't get past this feeling, or, just being honest and open about the wound that you're experiencing, the pain that you're experiencing, the disappointment, whatever that is, because you feel a bit exposed. But I feel like others respond. I feel like others respond positively. You've got 2 knights, so there could be 2 people, but typically it's just change. Knights bring in change. They're agents of change. And I feel like you're learning, wow, lightning power. You're the conductor of this universal power, this great bolt of inspiration. I feel like Jupiter could be blessing you this week as well, and ceremony. So how can I heal? How can I move forward? I want to have a ceremony that, symbolizes I'm calling in my guides. I'm calling in change. I'm calling in healing. And by having a ceremony, I'm setting an intention. Could definitely be a full moon ceremony. It feels like this is a fresh start. And I think a lot of you are feeling really hopeful moving forward. I know that your December reading was really empowering and quite uplifting as well. So there's an upliftment. The Knight of Swords, you're going to be swept up off your feet. Things are moving fast. You've got activation, so things are really moving fast for you, Leo. And I think you're in your power again. A lot of you feeling really strong. I quite literally am seeing somebody working out, powerlifting, deadlifting. You're amazed at your own power, your own strength. The power to stand up for yourself as well, defend your heart. Even when it feels like this, you still stand up for truth and you still stand up for what's right. This fire will spread. I don't know, some of you might need to be careful when it comes to candles. If you are using candles in your ceremony, maybe keep them contained, because it feels like something's very open and exposed to the elements here. So I am seeing fire, latching onto the air, spreading. So let's, just be careful there. It could be that could be a message as well. You feel, look at this image too. Look, she's the embodiment now of that Knight of Swords up here and the Knight of Fire, the Knight of Wands down here. There's the heart, there's the candle, the elements of self, the extension of self, the universal self. The power of the heart and how it creates that pulse that we put out into the world, our frequency. It comes from our heart and our solar. So the center of you is illuminated this week. Your pulse. I think you're attracting a lot to you. Like these energies are rushing in to recharge something. So yeah, big activation of your power, and you are using a ceremony to activate that power. Looks like a beautiful, beautiful week ahead, Leo. I would love to hear about it too if you want to leave me a comment. And again, personal readings, you can book through my Etsy shop, which is linked in the description box below. Have a great week, and I will see you next time.